Hey everyone, have you been searching for a backup generator that can actually handle your whole house during an outage without breaking the bank? I know I was, and after weeks of digging through specs and reviews, I finally found one that's worth talking about, the Westinghouse 18,000 peak watt tri-fuel home backup portable generator. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've got to say, this thing is a beast. We're talking 18,000 peak watts and 15,000 running watts. That's enough to power your fridge, furnace, lights, and even your sump pump all at once. I tested it during a storm last month, and it ran my 5-ton AC unit with no problem. No flickering lights, no stalling, just steady power. If you've ever dealt with a generator that couldn't keep up, you know how frustrating that can be. This one doesn't quit. I was a bit skeptical at first. 18,000 watts is a lot of power, but it really delivers. One of the things that really impressed me was how easy it was to set up and get running. We've all been there, trying to figure out some complicated instruction manual, but this one was a breeze. The remote electric start means I can fire it up from inside the house without stepping outside. No more wrestling with pull cords in the dark or freezing rain. It's also got a transfer switch ready, so if you're comfortable doing a little electrical work, you can wire it directly into your home's circuit panel for seamless power transfer. I've had my fair share of experience with generators, and I've got to say, this one is one of the easiest to set up. Now, what really sets it apart is the tri-fuel capability. It runs on gasoline, propane, or natural gas, which is huge if you're prepping for different scenarios. I keep a small propane tank on hand for quick refills, but if the power's out for days, I can switch to natural gas if my line is still active. That flexibility alone makes it worth the investment, especially if you live in an area prone to long outages. Think about it, with a traditional generator, you're stuck with one fuel source, but with this one, you've got options. And let's be real, options are a good thing, especially when it comes to something as important as backup power. Another thing I love is how quiet it is compared to other generators in this class. I was worried it'd sound like a jet engine in my backyard, but it's actually pretty tame at around 74 decibels. That's quieter than a vacuum cleaner. I ran it overnight during a blackout, and my neighbors didn't even complain. If you've ever had to deal with noise complaints, this is a game changer. I've had generators in the past that were so loud, I could feel the vibrations through the floor, but this one is a whole different story. Safety is a big concern with generators, and Westinghouse nailed it here. It's got a CO sensor that shuts it down automatically if carbon monoxide levels get too high. That's not something you want to mess around with, so having that built-in protection is a huge relief. Plus, it's EPA and CARB compliant, so you know it meets strict emissions standards. I've got to say, safety is something that's always on my mind when it comes to generators, and this one puts my mind at ease. I also appreciate the low THD, total harmonic distortion, rating. That means it's safe for sensitive electronics like laptops, TVs, and medical equipment. I plugged in my gaming PC during the test, and it ran perfectly without any weird shutdowns or glitches. If you're relying on this for work or entertainment, that's a huge plus. I've had issues with generators in the past that would mess with my electronics, but this one is a whole different story. Now, I know what you're thinking, what about the downsides? Well, it's not perfect. It's heavy, around 380 pounds, so moving it around isn't a one-person job. You'll want to keep it on a sturdy dolly or a permanent spot if possible. Also, propane and natural gas require different fuel lines, so you'll need to buy adapters if you want to switch between them. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind. Overall, this generator has been a lifesaver. It's powerful, versatile, and surprisingly quiet for how much it can do. If you're in the market for a tri-fuel backup generator that won't let you down when you need it most, this is one to check out. I've been using it for a few months now, and I can honestly say it's been a game changer. I've got peace of mind knowing that I've got a reliable backup generator that can handle anything that comes my way. The link is below if you want to see the current price and details. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one.